Good evening. Welcome inside Giteau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you as we get you ready for junior college women's volleyball here tonight inside Giteau Gymnasium. As the 4 and 5 South Mountain Community College Cougars are in town to take on your Eastern Arizona College Gila Monsters. They are 6 and 4, 1 and 1 in the league, and let's meet the starting lineups tonight. First for South Mountain under the direction of Melissa Joseph, assisted by Karen Coe, Riley Smith, and Spencer Zalicki. At libero, number 3, Mikel McAfee, a 5'3" freshman from Casa Grande, Arizona. A middle blocker freshman from Cactus High School in Phoenix, number 5, Riley Simonich. A 5'10" freshman from Avondale, number 7, Ayana Ray LeBlanc. A 5'6" sophomore from Buckeye, number 11, Delicia McCauley. A 5'9" sophomore from Chandler, Arizona, number 13, Hayden Rosales. A 5'10" sophomore from Mesa Red Mountain, number 14, Mariah Smith, and a 6' sophomore from Prescott, Arizona, number 18, Lexi Wassel. The starting lineup tonight for Eastern Arizona College under the direction of Sherry Kay. At libero, a freshman from Chandler, number 2, Cadence Moore. A freshman middle blocker from Carson, California, number 3, Loimata Siaki. A sophomore middle blocker from Oro Valley, Arizona, Ironwood Ridge High School, number 4, Emma Orton. A sophomore setter from Franklin, Tennessee, number 7, Macy Anway. A sophomore outside hitter from Mesa, Arizona, number 8, Quincy Camard. A freshman outside hitter from Oro Valley, Arizona, Ironwood Ridge High School, number 18, Melanie Merrill. And the sophomore outside hitter from Stara Zagora, Bulgaria, Steliana Shakarova. That is the starting lineups tonight for these two in this one. It is international night here inside Giteau Gymnasium. Throughout the night, we're going to be talking about the countries that the EAC athletes reside from. There's 24 different countries that this year's athletes reside from coming to Eastern Arizona, and we'll talk about those as we get throughout the night. And as ready to go here tonight. Eastern in their home yellow tonight, and South Mountain in their road white uniforms as we get ready to get this one underway here from Eastern Arizona College. Glad that you can join us from wherever you are joining us tonight on the EAC live stream. Hope you've had a great Tuesday afternoon and into evening wherever you are joining us from tonight. Feel free to let us know where you're joining us from tonight throughout the broadcast. As we bring you Eastern Arizona College volleyball. Eastern Arizona this year has athletes from 6 of the 7 continents. That's pretty impressive. We'll be talking about those countries specifically later on in the broadcast. We're ready to go here from Eastern Arizona College. Set as the official makes sure that the lineups are set. Then the liberos come on and we'll get this show on the road. The Monsters, last home game for a little bit. They go this weekend on the road to Price, Utah to take part in a tournament. Looks like we are set to go. And set to serve first for South Mountain Women number 13, Hayden Rosales, the sophomore from Chandler, to get this match underway. Far side to Steli, and she puts it down, and that's the first point of the match. Steliana Chakurova with the first points. Into the lineup for South Mountain, number 2, Shayna Simmers, a 5'3" sophomore from Litchfield Park Millennium High School. Set to serve for Eastern, Quincy Kamar. Set far side, up and down on the far side by number 18, Melanie Merrill. She gets her first kill of the match, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Monsters. Kamard back to serve again. Set goes far side, off the side of the block for the Monsters as Loimata Siaki got up for the block off the side of her hands and down. It will be point for South, 2-1. And Riley Simonich back to serve from the right side for South Mountain. Set near side and off the block. And Steliana Chakurova, again, the second time in this first set, makes it a 3-1. The Monsters lead. Cadence Moore now for the Monsters to serve. Blocked in the middle by Eastern. Kept alive by South and out on the long attempt by Ayana Ray LeBlanc, and Monsters go up 4-1. Nearly a triple block in the middle there for the Monsters. Moore to serve for the second time. Set in the middle. And goes long on the far side and out. Another point back to the Monsters. Missed. No touch on that one. And the Monsters go up 5-1. I think that was Lexi Wassel on the swing for South on that last attempt. Moore, serve far side, near the net. Coming through again, out, no touch. And the Monsters up now 6-1. Early on in set number 1. Moore to serve. Pass back to Wassel. Picked up by Merrill, near side, swing off the block and off the touch, and Chakurova picks up another kill in this one. She leads the team in kills over, if I read the stats right, over 200 kills so far already early on in the season for her. Moore up 7-1. Short serve kept alive by South. Back over. Chakurova now set far side to Merrill, and she's back corner in for another kill. The Monsters explosive early, and we've got a timeout called by South Mountain. 8-1, Eastern up early. We'll be back after this. Welcome back inside Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Thanks for joining us tonight on the EAC live stream. of EAC Volleyball taking on South Mountain. The Monsters lead 8-1 early in the first set. And Cadence Moore at the line. 6 straight points for her. Received. There you go. Ball goes deep. Back into play. Wassel into the net. And the Monsters go up 9-1. Moore from the near side. Deep serve. That one a little bit too far. And the service error back to South Mountain. Into their lineup, number 9, Hope Williamson. And number 12, Brindley Lynch. Set to serve for South Mountain, number 9, Hope Williamson, a 5'9" freshman from Flagstaff, Coconino High School. Off the arms of Merrill and out, and an ace for South to make it 9-3. Williamson back once again for South. This is a deep serve and out of bounds as Eastern got out of the way at the last second. Cadence Moore thought about receiving that one, but she did not, and it goes out of bounds. Into the Monster lineup, number 14, Brianna O'Donnell, and number 19, Akbalut. Asia Akbalut to serve. A floater to the back row. Near side, short on the attempt by Brindley Lynch, and the Monsters up 11-3 in set 1. Monsters have come out swinging here in this one. They've come out serving as well. Is Akbalut set to serve again. Far side. Saved by Moore. To the back row and over by O'Donnell. Rally to the near side. Off the touch, near side, just over the fingertips of Brianna O'Donnell on the block attempt. And Wassel will be credited with the kill on the near side. Wassel set to serve for South. The near side, received by Moore. Back set, near side. Merrill with a big right arm. And a big kill for Merrill. Into the Eastern lineup, number 12 will be Olivia Lunt, the sophomore from Thatcher. 12-4 Monsters, as Merrill will go back to serve. Near side, over the net, pushed back by Eastern. To the near side, a touch. Akbalut. Now to Merrill from the back row attack, and she puts it up and in. And just in front of, just over the front and in front of the back, and nobody home. And Merrill will get another kill. 13-4. Monsters on top here over South Mountain. First set, Merrill to serve. Near side set, swing, off the touch. Akbalut with the set, far side to Lunt, and she swings through too wide on the near side, and it'll be a point for South Mountain. Tried to take the sharp angle to the near side, just didn't quite get it down inside the line. Michael McAfee back to serve for the Cougars. 13-5, Monsters lead. Floater, received by Moore. Akbalut with the push set, far side, and Lunt with the big kill. Redemption on that one after she hit the last one wide. And the Monsters go up 14-5. Back into the Eastern rotation will be Loimata Siaki. And set to serve, Emma Orton from Ironwood Ridge. Set to the backside, a swing is wide and out of bounds by Brindley Lynch, and the Monsters up 15-5 in the first set. Emma Orton back to serve again for the Monsters. Near side set, the swing popped up on the block by O'Donnell. Backside to Olivia Lunt. The kill off of Wassel saved, and that's going to stay in bounds. Great hustle by the Cougars. Akbalut with the set near far side to Lunt. Dug out far side now by Williamson. Wassel with the back row attack. Akbalut with the dig. Lunt once again, near side dug. Backside set, swing off the block of Lunt and down for a kill for Brindley Lynch. Back into the Eastern rotation will be number 2, Cadence Moore, the freshman from Chandler. Back into the South lineup is number 11, Delicia McCauley, and number 7, Ayana Ray LeBlanc, back into the South Mountain rotation. 15-6, Eastern on top here in the first set. Akbalut with the set, not really to anybody in particular, but Moore taps it over. Set middle, saved by or dug by Akbalut. Far side to Lunt, resets and hits it long. Makes it 15-7, Eastern Arizona College on top. McCauley back to serve for South Mountain. Floater to the near side, O'Donnell digs it back over the net. Near side set, off the tape, but they're going to say there was a touch. And then a second attempt is out of bounds. So Eastern will be credited with a block on that one. It looked like the swing of Rosales went off the tape, but the officials say it was a block. Back into the Eastern lineup, Macy Anway. And number 20, Steliana Shakurova. And set to serve is Anway. Set short, near side. More there, though, on the defense. Near side, Shakurova blocked, and that's going to stay in, or are they going to say out? They're going to say it's a kill for Shakurova as it off the block went out of bounds on the near side. Right down in front of us. 17-7. Eastern on top is Anway with the serve. Far side swing, blocked by Olivia Lunt on the far side. Solo block for Lunt makes it 18-7. Eastern Arizona College. Anway fires away. Set near the net, blocked by Eastern. Picked back up, and this attempt is in from the near side by Riley Simonich. Wasn't traditional, but she found it right in her swing zone and put it down where nobody was at in the back corner of the Eastern defense. 18-8, Monsters lead by 10. Rosales with the serve. Near side to Anway. Anway in the middle, and a kill by Chakurova. Into the Monster lineup, number 8, Quincy Camard. And back into South Mountain lineup, Shayna Simmers. Camard will serve. Near side, back over the net. Another near kill, but it's going to go as a point anyways as the dig goes back over the net and out of bounds on the far side. Make it 20-8, Eastern Arizona College. Camard back to serve. Set by McCauley, tries to go over quick, but there to dive and save it for Eastern on the dig was Anway, but a big swing by Simonich, and they're going to say Eastern was in the net anyways, as they called Loimata Siaki into the net. That'll be a point for South Mountain, and Simonich back to serve for the Cougars. 20-9, Eastern on top. Moore with it. Popped up far side to Merrill. Merrill dug by Wassel, near side. Back to Wassel. Her tip, saved there by Anway. Near side, and the kill is dug out. And blocked on the far side by Eastern. Wassel can't find opening. Back row, up. Wassel with the dig. And over to the near side. Anway with the set. Block at the net, dug back out on top by Siaki, and Eastern will just get it back over and reset the defense. Set near side. Wassel with the swing. Tip. Picked up by Merrill and over by Anway. Big rally here. Eastern up 20-9. Far side. Out of bounds on the other side of the antenna. And it'll be a point back to the Monsters. That was a big rally there for both teams. Back into the Eastern rotation, Emma Orton. And back to serve, Cadence Moore. For the Monsters. 21-9, Eastern on top. Good serve, but dug out. Wassel off the block and out of bounds. That'll make it 21-10 Monsters. Back into the South Mountain lineup, Hope Williamson and Brinley Lynch. And Williamson goes back to serve. With Eastern up 21-10. Moore with the receive. Anway sets it, blocked. Orton tries to put it across, now punches it across with two hands. Short set, blocked by Eastern. And far side, Lynch into the net. And the Monsters pick up a point. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup, Brianna O'Donnell and Asia Akbulut into the lineup as well. Akbulut will go back to serve. Back set, Wassel with the push near side with the dig by Akbulut. O'Donnell fires through, but dug over there by Williamson. Big block on the far side, Emma Orton. Above the net to send it down, 23-10, Monsters on top in this one. Akbulut set to serve. Gets it in. Scramble for South to get it now. Up and over by Shimmers. Akbulut will set. Far side to Merrill. Off the block and out of bounds. It'll be set point for the Monsters as Melanie Merrill got up for the big swing on the far side. Akbulut will serve, leading 24-10. Gets it in, set, backside, Wassel with the swing, Akbulut with the save. Moore will set it up, back row. In by Kamard, but back the other way by Wassel. Saved by Akbulut, that's gonna go over. Popped up near side by Simmers, and Eastern will get another chance. Akbulut, backside, O'Donnell. Dug by Simmers. And hit back over now by Williamson. Akbulut, far side to Merrill. Merrill with the flick to the back row, saved by McAfee. Moore has it now to Akbulut, far side to Merrill. Swings. Now set back. Lynch near side to Akbulut. Moore with the set, backside to Merrill, swings again, and it's out on that rally from the far side. 24-11 now, Monsters on top. Hayden Rosales into the lineup for South Mountain. And Wassel will serve. Serves long, and that's gonna do it for set number one. Eastern wins it 25-11 over South Mountain. We'll take a break. We'll be back for second set coming up right after this. Eastern has students from Australia, Bolivia, Brazil, Bulgaria, Cayman Islands, Dominican Republic, England, Estonia, France, Ghana, Netherlands, Hungary, Indonesia, Italy, Jamaica, Japan, Mexico, New Zealand, South Sudan, Spain, Sweden, Turkey, Turks and Caicos, United Kingdom, and Vanuatu. Maybe the smallest island, Vanuatu, and
Dominican Republic.
To the biggest countries. We've got athletes from all over here at Eastern Arizona College. They've all brought their flags with them tonight to be recognized here on International Night. We'll take another timeout here. We'll be back for set 2 in about 1 minute coming up after this. Welcome back inside Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Thanks for joining us tonight on the EAC live stream here on YouTube. It is Eastern Arizona College volleyball. They lead 1-0 over South Mountain Community College. They won the first one 25-11. In the second one, in the second set, they will start Akbalut, Olivia Lunt, number 15, Mia Thompson, the sophomore from West Point, Utah, Melanie Merrill, Emma Orton, and that looks like Brianna O'Donnell in set 2 for the Monsters. For South Mountain, they will start. Looks like they'll start the same way with Hayden Rosales, Hope Williamson, Riley Simonich, Mikhail McAfee, Lexi Wassel, and number 11, Delicia McCauley. And the libero for this set for the Monsters, Cadence Moore, who now comes back on. Akbalut will serve to start set number 2. Monsters win the first one 25-11. And Wonder away in set number 2. Akbalut with an ace to start. Making it 1-0. Monsters went up 10-1 in the first set on a fast start. Akbalut, second serve. Nearly the same result. Swung on by Rosales and in the back row just inside the line. That evens the score at 1. Rosales to serve for South. Floater to the far side. That is wide and out of bounds. And into the lineup for South Mountain, Shayna Simmers. And now Melanie Merrill back to serve for the Monsters, leading 2-1. Serves, popped up by Wassel. Williamson with the attempt, and it's out, far side. And Monsters take the 3-1 lead. Melanie Merrill, freshman from Ironwood Ridge High School in Oro Valley, with the service. Set outside to Wassel, and it is swung wide again. That monster block on the far side has been effective. Even though they haven't necessarily got a block stat, they've made sure that the swing went wide. Lunt with the dig near side. She'll get a chance on the swing. Simmers there to dig it for South. Williamson off the touch. Popped up by Orton near side. Down by Lunt, but back the other way. Wassel with the swing, and it goes long. But a tip on the near side. They're going to say it was a touch. Lexi Wassel will pick up the point, and it will be 4-2 Eastern Arizona College. Riley Simonich to serve for South Mountain. Floats it back row. Picked up. Akbalut with the set. Back row by O'Donnell. Dug out. Near side. Moore tries to pop it up. But Merrill can't get there. Williamson will get credit with that one for South Mountain. 4-3. Monsters lead. As Simonich goes back to serve for South. Back row to Merrill. Akbalut, right side to O'Donnell, blocked by Wassel. That evens the game at 4. With Simonich back deep for South. That one into the net with a service error, and Eastern regains the lead 5-4. Into the lineup for the Monsters will be number 15, Mia Thompson, sophomore from West Point, Utah, Syracuse High School. I think that's at least three female athletes from Syracuse High School that are here at Eastern Arizona College. Volleyball, basketball, and soccer. Served by Orton. To the back row. And a kill from the middle position for Mariah Smith, the sophomore from Mesa Red Mountain. Back into the South lineup, Ayana Ray LeBlanc. 5-5, set 2, Eastern and South. Hope Williamson to serve. Near the net, Akbalut able to get it out of there. The kill by Lunt, knocked back over off a double block. Back row by Merrill, and she's gonna get a touch at the net. And Merrill will get the point. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup will be number 7, Macy Anway, and number 20, Steliana Chakurova. Anway back to serve. And down for a point for Anway on the service ace. 7-5, Monsters on top. In set number 2. Short set, blocked by Lunt, dug by Moore, and a kill attempt far side dug out. Anway there. Moore will set it far side to Stelly. She's blocked, pops it back up. Merrill tries to get it over into the bottom of the net. And that'll be a point for South Mountain. 7-6 Eastern as Rosales back in for South. Wassel to serve. Anway with the set, backside to Lunt. Tries the sharp angle and just a little bit too sharp. That'll score the game at 7 here in set number 2. Wassel to serve. Received by Merrill. Anway with the set. The lefty tip by Thompson. Dug out by South. Far side and out off the attempt by Ayana Ray LeBlanc, and Eastern back on top 8-7. Into the South Eastern lineup, number 8, Quincy Camard, replacing Olivia Lunt, and Camard will go back to serve. Camard near side. Wassel able to dig it out. Over the net, and Merrill there to put it back. Merrill timed it perfectly on the near side on the over ball. And nearly got that down inside the 10-foot line. 9-7 Monsters. Kamard with the serve, far side to Rosales off the tip. Moore there to save it, and Thompson just bumps it over. Eastern wants a, and now Sherry Kay, the head coach from Eastern, going to get up, have a conversation with her team. That's the second time tonight that it's looked like from up here, from our angle, that the ball hit the tape and not a block. And there's been no whistle. 9-8, Eastern on top. McAfee to serve, and that one is a little bit too far over the head of Anway and down for the kill for South, and that ties the game at 9. Back to serve, McAfee for South Mountain. To Moore, Anway with the set, short, and to the back corner for the kill for Eastern Arizona College. Mia Thompson, her first of the match. And Emma Orton back into the South Mountain lineup. Back to serve, Cadence Moore. To Wassel. McAfee sets, far side, Rosales swings, and Anway can't dig it out. Makes it a 10-10 ball game. Back into South, Delisa McCauley replacing Ayana Ray LeBlanc. And McCauley will serve. For South Mountain, tied at 10 with Eastern Arizona. Merrill, Anway, Orton. And it's going to be a touch off of Wassel's hair. That's going to get a point for Eastern. She ducked out of the way with her body, but her hair was still there, and it was called a touch and a point for Eastern Arizona to go up 11-10. Akbalut to serve. Dug by McAfee. And a save in the back row by Kamard. Not able to get it up in the air far enough to keep that rally going, and a point for South Mountain. 11-11. Eastern won set one, 25-11. This one much tighter, 11-11. As Rosales serves. Near side to Kamard. Akbalut with the set to O'Donnell. Kept alive by South. O'Donnell to Akbalut. Merrill swings, back row, dug there by Rosales. Far side, Wassel, dug by Kamard. Akbalut near side to Merrill. She's able to put it down on the tip in. And the Monsters take a 12-11 lead. Shayna Simmers back in for South, and Olivia Lunt back in for Kamard. Now back to serve for the Monsters, Melanie Merrill. McCauley tries to put it over, can't. Lunt swings off the block and will get credit for the kill. The double block of Simonich and Williamson were up, but they got caught right between both of their hands and just kind of stayed there. 13-11, Monsters by 2. Merrill to serve. McAfee to McCauley. Far side to Wassel, and out of, that's just wide off the far side. And another point for the Monsters to go up 3, 14-11. Merrill to serve from the far side. Serves it short, that's an ace for Melanie Merrill. And a timeout called by South Mountain. Eastern leads it in set 2, 15-11 here over South Mountain Community College. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back inside Gateau Gymnasium here on the campus of Eastern Arizona College, Thatcher, Arizona. I'm Lee Patterson. Thanks for joining us here on the EAC live stream, your official home of Eastern Arizona College home athletics. Eastern one set one over South, 25-11. They lead 15-11 in set number 2. And back to serve for the Monsters as we come back to live action is Melanie Merrill. Received by Simmers, off to Wassel, far side. More there for the Monsters to dig it. Akbalut to Lunt. Lunt far side, Simmers. Set backside, blocked off of the left hand to Lunt and out of bounds as Williamson will get the kill. Back in for South, Mariah Smith. And back to serve for South Mountain, Riley Simonich. To Lunt, to Akbalut, back to Lunt, and down for the kill. McCauley was there, but just couldn't dig it as Lunt flew in for the kill on the near side. 16-12 Monsters. Emma Orton to serve. And she'll get the ace. Monsters have been able to score on the service multiple times in both sets. They've been pretty successful in that. I don't have official stats up here with us. Orton to serve again. Near side, McCauley with the set. Second through is Wassel, and Eastern not there to dig it as Wassel will get credit for that one. Ayana Ray LeBlanc back into the Cougars lineup. And back to serve for South will be number 9, Hope Williamson. 17-13 Monsters. Williamson to O'Donnell, Akbalut. Block at the net, dug by Eastern. O'Donnell tries it again. That one sneaks over. Williamson keeps it alive, and Wassel puts it over to Moore. To Akbalut. This side to Lunt. Lunt with the kill, dug by Simmers. Near side, dug by Akbalut. Moore, back row to Merrill. Merrill puts it down, dug out by McAfee. And a kill at the net by Mariah Smith for South Mountain. 17-14 Monsters here in set number 2. Eastern leads it 1-0. Williamson to serve for South to O'Donnell. Akbalut back to O'Donnell. The running floater near side saved. Now back out to Wassel. Wassel not able to keep it in on that attempt. It will be 18-14 Monsters. Back into the Eastern lineup. Macy Anway. And number 20, Steliana Shakurova. And way to serve for the Monsters, far side. To McAfee. Williamson sets near side to Wassel. Wassel back row to Merrill. Now to Anway, near side to Lunt, and she'll just pop it over to keep it in. Wassel again picked up by Moore to Anway, backside. And down by Steliana Chakurova on the far side. Wasn't a perfect set, but she was able to get it across and in for another kill. 19-14 Monsters. And another point off the serve for Eastern as Anway able to pick up that one. Makes it 20-14. Anway set to serve. Set by Williamson. The short set blocked and saved by Eastern. Lunt with the tap. Wassel gets it back over to Anway. Now to Moore, far side. And tipped over and in. It's not always the power. It's you got to hit it where they ain't. And that'll count just the same for Steliana Shakurova.
for Eastern, number 9.
Into the Easton lineup, number 9, Kiera Smith, a freshman from Thatcher. And Anway to serve, leading 21-14. Into the net, service error. And South will get it back. Into the South lineup, number 13, Hayden Rosales, and number 17, Helen
Rosales, number 17.
Altagracia.
Altagracia.
5'5" freshman from Valley Vista in Surprise. Altagracia to serve. Back row to Smith, to Anway. And Moore will pop it over. Williamson, short. Dug by Anway to Moore. Back row to Merrill. Merrill puts it down. As Altagracia can't get the dig, and another kill by Merrill from the back row. 22-15 Eastern. Smith back to serve for Eastern. Williamson with the set, far side to Rosales, dug by Moore. Anway, back set, kill. Steliana Chakurova makes it 23-15. The Monsters starting to make a run here late in set 2. Smith with the serve. Williamson out to Rosales, blocked by Thompson. Over by Williamson. Anway, near side. Merrill off the touch. Popped up and saved. Block by Merrill. And over by Rosales into the back row to Smith. Anway, near side, pushes it to Merrill. She's able to get the swing, but off the block. And Chakurova not able to get underneath it. And it'll be a kill for South Mountain. 23-16. Eastern on top as Mikkel McAfee set to serve. To Moore. Anway with the set. Short to Thompson. Dug, but back to Steliana Chakurova, and she'll put it down. That's not a place that you want to leave a ball floating on the dig, right? In front of her. 24-16 set point for Eastern as Moore goes back to serve. Floater. Far side to Rosales, dug by Moore. Anway, near side at the net, and Merrill can't get there. It'll be credited as a block to Ayana Ray LeBlanc. Back into the game, Delicia McCauley. LeBlanc will head off. 24-17 Monsters. McCauley will serve for South Mountain. Near side, tries to sneak it in, and it's out. And that'll do it for set number 2. The Monsters up 2-0, 25-17 in this one, 25-11 in the first one. We'll be back for set number 3 after this. Welcome back inside here to Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you as we go to set number 3. Eastern leads it 2-0. They won set 1 25-11, set 2 25-17. And we're ready for set number 3. On the court for Eastern to start this one will be number 15, Mia Thompson. Number 18, Melanie Merrill. Number 7, Macy Anway. Number 8, Quincy Camard. Number 10, Sonia Shabayi, freshman from Hungary. Jasperny. And on as well, Steliana Shakurova. Libero again is Cadence Moore. On for South Mountain will be Hope Williamson, Ayana Ray LeBlanc, Lexi Wassel, Mikael McAfee, and to serve now, Delicia McCauley. And that one finds the court. South Mountain starts out with a service ace. Also on for South Mountain, number 17, Helen Altagracia. McCauley set to serve again. To Moore, to Anway, back set, blocked. That'll be a double block. Wassel and Ayana Ray LeBlanc credited with the block for South. Anway with it, far side to Merrill. Merrill off a touch, far side, Williamson, touch. Anway back near side and too far off the outside corner, no touch at the net. South Mountain takes an early 3-0 lead. McCauley sends it back row. Anway able to get there. Merrill far side, and she puts it. That one kind of rolled up her upper wrist. Kind of a changeup, to use a baseball term. But it counts just the same. 3-1, South on top. Moore back to serve for Eastern. Near side, McCauley puts it up. LeBlanc trying for the kill, and that one doesn't make it over for Eastern Arizona. A little bit of confusion on that one. The ball floated up above the net. Not able to get to it though. South Mountain, Riley Simonich, and number 2, Shayna Simmers. She'll go back to serve. 4-1, South on top here in set 3. Monsters lead at 2-0. Near side, Anway with it, pops it up, and not able to get it over are the Monsters, and a 5-1 lead for South in this one. A slow start to set 3 for Eastern. Simmers to Camard, Anway, short set and blocked in. Again in the middle as number 7, Ayana Ray LeBlanc, her second block in the last 4 swings. 6-1, South on top. Simmers to serve to Moore. Anway, near side on the back set, and a touch for Chakurova as she shakes her head as she comes off on this one. O'Donnell and Akbalut on to the floor for Eastern. Akbalut to serve for Eastern. 6-2, South Mountain on top. Akbalut, service error to the net. And now a 7-2 lead for South Mountain. Eastern cruised in set 1. It was back and forth with Eastern and South until about it was 15 all. Then Eastern went on a run to win set 2. Akbalut with the set, near side, and blocked. Out of bounds. It will be a point for Eastern Arizona College. 7-3. South on top as Merrill goes back to serve. Simonich to swing, and she finds open area in the back and puts it down. Took South Mountain 2 sets to get going, but they've started on fire here in set number 3. Williamson to serve, and it's going to be just long. Point to Eastern, 8-4. Now set to serve for Eastern, number 10, Sonia Shapye. Back row. Rosales able to get there. And over. Near side, O'Donnell swings, and it's out. No touch at the net. Mia Thompson wants a touch, but no touch. It'll be a point to South Mountain. Helen Altagracia in for South along with Lexi Wassel. Altagracia to serve, far side to O'Donnell. Akbalut, far side to Lunt, and Lunt finds open room in the back corner and tries to fire up her squad after that big kill by Lunt. Anway and Shakurova back in for Eastern. Anway to serve, and a service error for Anway. 10-5, South Mountain on top here in set 3. Ayana Ray LeBlanc back into the South lineup. Set to serve, Mikkel McAfee. A floater to Moore, to Anway. Anway pushes it far side, and now back in the groove of it is Chakurova as she puts it down from the far side. Kamard back into the lineup for Eastern. She'll go back to serve. Back row and in. South with Wassel has a chance to Moore. Anway near side. That looked like it was headed out but kept in by Altagracia. Moore with it to Anway near side. Kill straight down by Steliana Shakurova. You can see why she's got the most kills on the season for the Monsters. She takes advantage of her opportunities. Kamard to serve. To Rosales, to Williamson, near side to Wassel. Saved by Kamard, but Moore not able to get there. And it'll be a point to South Mountain. Wassel with that one for South. McCauley into the lineup for Rosales. 11-7, South on top here in set number 3. Monsters lead it 2-0 here in this one. McCauley to Kamard. Over by the Monsters. Back row, Altagracia to Anway, to Moore. Now to Merrill. Merrill to Altagracia. McCauley, back set to Williamson. Off the block of Merrill and Thompson and out of bounds. As Hope Williamson gets the kill for South Mountain. 12-7, South on top. Monsters looking for a rally. To Moore. Anway gets it up to Merrill, far side. Able to get over, and then a lefty touch in for Chakurova. And she takes a glance over at the bench and kind of gives a wry smile like, yeah, that was on accident. But it still counts. 12-8. South Mountain on top. Moore set to serve. Altagracia to McCauley. Block at the net by Merrill, but too far and out of bounds for a point to South Mountain. Simmers. And Simonich in for South Mountain. Simmers to serve. Into Merrill. Anway with the back set. Blocked at the net. Solo block by Simonich and down for another point. 14-8, South Mountain on top. Simmers to serve. Dug by Kamard. Now McAfee. Near side. Over to Moore for Eastern. Anway. The nice set to Merrill. Merrill to the back row to McAfee. McCauley keeps it. And then Williamson not able to keep it in as she sends it across the formation. Akbalut and O'Donnell back in for Eastern Arizona. Akbalut to serve. Into McAfee. McCauley near side and into the net against Eastern Arizona. And point to South Mountain. We welcome all of you watching tonight here on Eastern Arizona College live stream. Monsters lead it 2-0 over South, but South leads at 15-9 here in set 3. Akbalut with the short set and kill. First one of the night. Sonia Shabayi with the kill. Olivia Lunt back into the Monsters lineup. Shabayi, freshman from Hungary. Monsters trail 15-10 as Merrill back to serve. Into the net. Monsters have had more service errors in set 3 than they had in set 1 and 2 combined. Rosales back into the South lineup. Monsters looking to move to 7-4 on the season. They can hold on here, but South not going away here in set 3. O'Donnell with it. Back row to Williamson. Now Rosales the swing and the kill off the block of the far side. Makes it 17-10. Williamson serves into Merrill. Akbalut barely gets there. Moore able to get it over the net with the right hand, and it's wide. And South Mountain continues to keep a lead here in set 3. 18-10. Williamson gonna serve out from the corner. That was close on the far side, but it's going to be a point. Monsters 18-11. Shabayi to serve. Into the back row. Near side to Rosales. Shabayi able to get it over, but right back to Lunt, far side. Lefty gonna get a kill off the left hand as the block goes out of bounds. It's wide on the far side. 18-12. Monsters down here in set 3. Shabayi with the serve. Into Simmers. Near side to Rosales. And she cross court for the point on the kill to go up 19-12. Back into the South Mountain lineup, Altagracia and number 18, Wassel. 19-12, South Mountain on top here in set 3. Altagracia with the serve to Moore. Akbalut sets to Lunt, and she fires it. Dug out by South Mountain. Akbalut again to Lunt. That time a lefty. That one's going to count. The one before you hit as hard as you can, it gets blocked. The next one, you just use your left hand and tip it over the net. And regardless, still counts as a point for your team. 19-13. Eastern trails as Anway back on to serve. To Altagracia. That's going to go 4 rows into the crowd on the far side in the student section, the Rowdy Reptiles, if you will. And the Monsters to within 5, 19-14. Anway to serve. To McAfee. Far side. Now to Moore. Moore up near side and into the back corner by Steliana Chikuraba. And a timeout called by South Mountain. The Monsters back to within 4 here in set 3. 19-15. South leads it. Back after this. Welcome back to Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Monsters trail South Mountain 19-15 in set 3. But Eastern on the comeback, back to within 4. 19-15 South. And way to serve for the Monsters. To Altagracia. Williamson with the set. Dug out by Anway. Moore with it. To Merrill. Back row. Got a lot on it, but a little bit too far. And it's a 20-15 lead for South. Set to serve for South Mountain is McAfee. Floater to Lunt, and Eastern lucky to get that one back over. Williamson back set to Rosales, near side to Anway, to Moore. Moore near side, killed by Stelly, is up and saved deep by McAfee. Over by Altagracia, or Wassel, check that. And Thompson on the short set. Can't connect, and it's 21-15. South Mountain, McAfee to serve. To Lunt, Anway, far side, Stelly, able to find some room, cross court. Chikuraba with another kill to make it 21-16. Kamard back into the lineup. Kamard to serve now for Eastern. To Altagracia. Back set to Rosales, off the block and out of Merrill. Merrill got a little bit too far inside, left some room for Rosales to go off the outside hand, and she did just that. McCauley on to serve, 22-16 South. Near side, Kamard to Anway, far side to Merrill. McAfee there. McCauley, backside to Williamson. Blocked straight down by Mia Thompson. Big block there by Thompson. And now back to serve is Cadence Moore, the libero. Eastern down 22-17 here in set 3. Altagracia to McCauley, able to keep it in, dug out by Kamard. Anway with the push far side to Merrill. Wassel tries to put it away. Merrill back the other way. McCauley saves it. Near side to Wassel. Blocked off the, out of bounds off the block of Eastern Arizona. It'll be 23-17, South Mountain on top. Semenich back into the lineup for South Mountain. Wassel will serve. Anway near side, and a big kill by Steliana Chikuraba. Got all of that one. And Wassel unable to dig it out. O'Donnell and Akbalut back into the lineup for the Monsters, down 23-18. Can they go on a run to pull this one out? Akbalut with the serve. McCauley near side and out. On the cross-court attempt by Riley Simonich, Eastern gets a point closer. 23-19. Akbalut to serve. Near side. Now McCauley, far side, off the block. And long. That one goes to Ayana Ray LeBlanc on the kill. 24-19, set point for South Mountain. And a service error on set point for South Mountain. That'll make it 24-20. Olivia Lunt back in for the Monsters, and Merrill now back to serve for Eastern. Near side and in. McCauley not going to be able to get there. Monsters back to within 3, 24-21 on the serve by Merrill. Merrill back to serve, down 3, 24-21. In. McCauley gets it near side. Popped up. Moore able to save it over on set point. McCauley near side, and that's going to be too many. That's going to be 4 hits on South Mountain, and Eastern back to within 2, 24-22. And South going to burn a timeout. Eastern trying to win this one in straight sets. Down 2 though, 24-22. We'll be back after this. Eastern Arizona College down 2, 24-22. Melanie Merrill back to serve. Far side, now to McCauley, middle of the floor, and down by number 14, Mariah Smith. And set 3 goes to South Mountain, 24-22. We'll be back for set 4 after this. Welcome back inside here to Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you as we head to set 4. Eastern leads it 2-1 over South Mountain Community College. On the floor for Eastern Arizona College here to start set 4 will be Macy Anway, Emma Orton, Melanie Merrill, Quincy Camard, Loimata Siaki, and Steliana Chakurova. On for South Mountain will be Riley Simonich, Delicia McCauley, Mikkel McAfee, Hope Williamson, Ayana Ray LeBlanc, and Lexi Wassel. Cadence Moore, the libero for this one. Tessa set to serve for Eastern will be Macy Anway. Eastern started the very first set quick, went out to a 10-1 lead, and won set 1 rather easily. South Mountain was in the middle of set 2 before Eastern went away with it. Wassel with the cross-court attempt, picked up by Eastern. Moore there again, Anway far side. McCauley not able to keep it in play. And it will be 1-0 Eastern. The Eastern crowd into it on the far side now too. As Anway back to serve for the second time here in set 4. McCauley to Wassel. Wassel wide left, and a 2-0 lead for the Monsters. South Mountain started quick in set 3. Eastern trailed the entire set in set 3. Made it close at the end, but South was able to get the victory. The Monsters now heading into set 4, leading 2-1. McCauley to Wassel, who gets it over to Merrill. At the net, and a kill by Siaki. The freshman from Carson, California. Makes the kill for the Monsters to make it 3-0. Anway with the serve, and count another one. That's the quick start that the Monsters were looking for. The Monsters, it's going to be pretty close to the majority of the points coming from the serve tonight. The Monsters have been able to really come up big from the service line. Far side, Williamson, dug by Merrill. Anway with the near side, and that's going to be out, as Quincy Camard cannot keep that one in. In for South will be number 2, Shayna Simmers. She'll go back to serve. To Camard. Anway pushes to the near side and through. Nobody home. Steliana Chakurova with the big kill to make it a 5-1 lead for the Monsters. And another point off the serve for Eastern as Camard gets that one. 6-1 Monsters on a quick start here in set 4. Camard back to serve. In to Simmers. McCauley far side to Simonich, and that one's behind the antenna. And Eastern now up 7-1, and South Mountain wants the timeout. 7-1, Eastern Arizona College on top here in set 4. They lead it 2-1. Back after this. Eastern Arizona College leads at 7-1, and here in set 4 against South Mountain Community College, Monsters lead it 2-1. Looking to close it out here in set 4. Quincy Camard to serve. For Eastern. Near side to Simmers. And over by McAfee. Anway, short set to Merrill and down. Merrill has been outstanding here this evening in this one. (8-1), Monsters on top. Camard with the service. McCauley and Moore not able to get there as Simonich able to put it down for South Mountain to end the run for Eastern. (8-2) Monsters as LeBlanc to serve to Camard to Merrill. Merrill far side and down. Merrill able to get the assist as Steliana puts it down. McAfee back in for South Mountain. Moore back to serve for Eastern. 9-2 Monsters. Simmers, McCauley down as Anway not able to get there as Mariah Smith credited with the kill. Rosales back into the South lineup replacing McCauley. Hope Williamson set to serve. To Camard, Anway, back set, and still count it for Steliana Chikurova. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup will be number 22, Rio Workman, freshman from Queen Creek. And now back to serve will be Akbalut. To McAfee. At the net, blocked is Smith. Merrill with a full swing, blocked by Simonich. Back row attacked by Camard, and that'll go out of bounds off the block. Emma Orton back into the Eastern lineup as well. Akbalut to serve. Eastern up 11-3 here in the fourth set. To McAfee. Back set near side to Simonich. To Camard. Akbalut. Back set to Workman. Blocked, and she's able to pop it up, but it goes out of bounds into the crowd. Makes it 11-4 Eastern. Wassel and 17, Helen Altagracia back in for South Mountain. Altagracia to serve. 11-4 Monsters here in the fourth set. Moore with it. Now near side to Workman. And that's going to count as a kill for Rayo Workman. Near side, Olivia Lunt into the lineup, replacing Camard. 12-4 Eastern here in set number 4. Monsters lead at 2-1. Merrill to serve. Gets it over. Far side, Wassel. Dug out by Merrill. Near side to Lunt. Lunt to Wassel. Short set, blocked by Orton. What alive as Rosales able to get it up and over. Blocked and down off of Orton. Wassel will be credited with the kill there, and it makes it 12-5 Eastern. Far side now, Mikhail McAfee to serve for South. Eastern leading 12-5. and down in front of Moore. Moore got over, squared up the ball, but it just took a nosedive, knuckleballed on her. Makes it 12-6 Eastern. McAfee to serve. Near side to Moore. Akbalut with the set to Lunt. Lunt too far, past the line. Lunt says there was a touch. Neither official says that at all, and it will be out off of Lunt. 12-7 Eastern. McAfee to serve. And over the head of Moore, but in. And a service ace by McAfee. 12-8 Eastern here in the fourth set. Monsters lead it 2-1. McAfee to serve to Moore. Akbalut near side to Lunt. Lunt fires at home as Hope Williamson not able to get there in time. Stops the run for South as Loimata Siaki back in for the Monsters. Orton to serve. Set to the near side, now back the other way and down. And they're gonna say net on the swing by Wassel. That's what they're gonna say, that Wassel was in the net. So the Monsters will get the point and lead now 14-8. Orton to serve. Floats it to the back row. Near side to Williamson. Rosales over, back to Orton. Akbalut, far side to Workman. Now to Wassel. Dug by Merrill. Akbalut with the jump set and blocked at the net by Rosales and LeBlanc for South Mountain. 14-9 Eastern here in set 4. McCauley back on for South Mountain. McCauley to serve. Over to Workman. Akbalut has to hustle, gets there. Workman fires, and that's going to get down. Nice hustle there by Akbalut to chase the errant pass and was able to set it up for a Workman kill. Back in for Eastern, Anway, and 20, Shakurova. Anway to serve. Into McAfee, McCauley, near side, Wassel, back to Anway, Moore with the set, far side, Shakurova with the two-hand, nothing there. Wassel tries it down the far side, kept alive, now a back row by Merrill, too hard. And a point for South. Simmers and Simonich back into the South Mountain lineup. Eastern leads 15-10 here in the fourth set. Monsters looking to close it out here and take home the win. Simmers to serve, into Moore, far side, and a double hit called against Siaki, and that's going to give a point back to South. 15-11. Eastern Arizona College leading here in set 4. Simmers with the serve. Into the net for the service there. Back into the Eastern lineup will be number 8, Quincy Camard, replacing Olivia Lunt. And Camard will go back to serve. Monsters by 5 here in the fourth set, 16-11. Camard, back row to Simmers, not able to keep it alive. Monsters a point closer. Camard on the service to Simmers, to McCauley, far side, blocked at the net and kept alive, but out of bounds off the arm of Ayana Ray LeBlanc, and the Monsters now lead 18-11. Kamard to serve. To McAfee, far side, blocked. Near side, swing through, dug in the back row, but a block dug by Anway. The Monsters on the dive, far side, but not able to get there with a dive and a roll. And a point to South Mountain. Into the Eastern Arizona College lineup, number 6, Ezgi Kuchk, the sophomore from Ankara, Turkey. Moore not able to get there. Kuch keeps it alive and over by Siaki. McCauley with the set to Mariah Smith, and she puts it down. 18-13. South Mountain not going away. Other than the first set where Eastern ran away with it, South Mountain has been in every one. LeBlanc to serve. And that's going to be down. Point for South Mountain. As Eastern not able to get there. 18-14. Eastern on top. Anway with it. Back set. Far side. Off the block. And down for the point. Orton back into the lineup. Replacing Siaki. Now Moore back to serve. She's the one that ran off about 5 straight in first set for the Monsters. 19-14 Eastern. Moore into Simmers. McCauley to Smith, and she'll put it away off the block. 14 Mariah Smith with the kill. Rosales back in. Back to serve for South. Hope Williamson. Anway with the set to Orton, and can't get it over. 19-16. South Mountain making a run late here in the fourth set. Williamson set to serve for South Mountain. The Cougars not going away, and back-to-back points by Williamson, and Coach Sherry Kay wants a timeout. Eastern leads it 19-17 here in the fourth set. They lead it 2-1. We'll be back after this. The Monsters have twice led by 7 here in the fourth set. Their lead down to 2, 19-17 against South Mountain. Williamson to serve for the Cougars. In, but right back to the net and killed by Simonich. South Mountain has done a really good job of taking advantage of the Monsters' errors here tonight. 19-18. Williamson to serve. In near side, Moore chases it down, and Anway up and over. McAfee. Near side, Rosales. Far side, Anway. To Moore. Moore back row to Kamard. Saved by Smith. Far side. Up by Moore, and Kamard can't get there. Nice hustle by her. Rolls into head coach Sherry Kay on the attempt. But it's tied at 19 now. South Mountain has erased a 7-point deficit. And back into the Eastern lineup, number 18, Melanie Merrill. And Williamson to serve for South. And Kamard can't hang on to it. South Mountain has battled all the way back and has taken the 20-19 lead here in the fourth set. They're trying to send it to a fifth and final. Williamson. Set to serve. Into the net for a service error, and the Monsters get a break. Ties it back at 20. Akbalut and Workman back into the Eastern lineup. Akbalut to serve for our side. Tied at 20 here in the fourth set. Akbalut to the near side. Set, backside. Kamard there. Moore gets it up to Merrill. Merrill dug by Simmers. Rosales over. Akbalut there. Back to Moore. Near side to Merrill. Merrill into the net. And South back on top, 21-20. Wassel. And Altagracia into the lineup. Altagracia back to serve with the 1-point lead for South. Altagracia to Moore. Akbalut keeps it up to Merrill. Back to Altagracia. Williamson near side to Wassel. Saved by Eastern. And Merrill tries to put it up and over. Rosales there. And a quick dump over by Williamson, and Eastern wants a timeout again. Now down to 22-20 here in the fourth set to South Mountain. We'll be back after this. (22-20), South Mountain on top here in the fourth set. Eastern trying to avoid getting to the fifth set. South Mountain trying to send us there. Altagracia to serve for the Cougars. Into Merrill. Merrill over. Orton can't get it over. Set back to Workman. Workman blocked at the net. Set far side to Workman. Saved up far side Wassel. Into the back row. Near side to Merrill. Merrill blocked. Picked up there by Eastern. Still live. And Orton going to be called with a push or a lift. And now it's set point for South Mountain. South Mountain was down 7 twice here in the fourth set, but they haven't gone away. Now it's 23-20. I lied. I said it was set point. It's 23-20. Altagracia to Moore. Back set far side to Merrill, and she gives the momentum back to Eastern side as Olivia Lunt comes in, and Merrill goes back to serve, down 23-21. Merrill to serve. Short set, blocked at the net by Orton. Solo block by Emma Orton to get Eastern back to within one, 23-22. Timeout, South Mountain. South Mountain leads 23-22 over Eastern here in set number 4. The Monsters lead it 2-1. We have an exciting finish coming up. 23-22. South Mountain leads here in the fourth set. Eastern with the serve, though. Melanie Merrill back for the Monsters. Serve is in. Set far side. Blocked at the net. Kept alive and sent down by Workman. Oh, they're going to say Eastern was in the net. South Mountain's going to get the point. Workman was in the net on the far side, so now it's set point for South, up 24-22. McAfee to serve on set point for South. Near side to Moore. Akbalut sets and blocked down, and South Mountain has come back from down 7 twice here in the fourth set. And we're going to go to a fifth and final as South Mountain wins set number 4 by the same score as they won set 3, 25-22 over Eastern. We'll go with the fifth and final coming up after this. Welcome back inside Gateau Gymnasium. Lee Patterson with you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Fifth and final set here between Eastern and South Mountain, all tied at 2. Eastern will start the final set with Merrill, Anway, Lunt, Orton, Siaki, and Chakurova. South Mountain will counter with Wassel, Williamson, LeBlanc, Altagracia, Smith, and McCauley. South Mountain will serve to start the fifth and final set. McCauley to serve for the Cougars. To Moore. Anway to the near side. Dug by Altagracia. To Moore. Anway. Back row set to Merrill. And off the touch of Hope Williamson. And the Monsters take a 1-0 lead. Into the Eastern lineup, Quincy Camard. She'll go back to serve as she's in for Olivia Lunt. Camard to serve. And can't get it over the top of the tape. Service error, 1-1. Back into the South lineup, Shayna Simmers and Riley Simonich. Simmers to serve for South. To Moore. Anway there to set it. Far side Simonich, blocked. McCauley there to keep it alive. Near side to Anway. Anway to Moore. Moore near side. And not able to get it up and over is number 18, Melanie Merrill. The set was off. She hung in the air for a little bit, not able to get enough hang time to put that one down. 2-1, South on top. Simmers to serve, to Moore, to Anway, far side. Saved by McAfee. McCauley, short set, blocked by Siaki. Solo block for Siaki. And the Monsters even it at 2 here in the 5th set. Moore to serve. Floats it to Simmers. McCauley keeps it alive. Over to Moore. Anway, far side. Off a block, but dug out by South. Near side. Merrill able to put it down on the near side with 2 hands. Makes it a 3-2 Eastern lead. Moore back to serve. The Eastern student section on their feet on international night here at Eastern Arizona College. Cadence Moore from Chandler. McAfee able to dig it out. And Williamson not able to put it over. It'll be a point for the Monsters, 4-2. Here in the 5th short set, every point is valuable. Moore to serve. To Simmers, to McCauley. Middle to LeBlanc, dug by Eastern. Anway, back set, and out. No touch at the net. The student section said there was a touch as well. No touch called. Orton back into the Eastern lineup. And it'll be 4-3 Monsters as LeBlanc to serve. Near side, Anway, back set. Partially blocked. Now McCauley back the other way. And out by Mariah Smith on the far side. O'Donnell and Akbalut into the Eastern lineup. 5-3 Monsters here in the 5th final set. Tied at 2. Akbalut to serve. McCauley with the set. On the second through and blocked by Orton at the net. She's had 3 blocks in the last set and a half, and the Monsters take a 6-3 lead. Akbalut with the serve. Now McCauley with the set, back set to Williamson. Off the outside hand of Merrill and down for the point. Rosales back in for the South lineup, replacing McCauley. Williamson to serve. To Moore. Akbalut chases it down, right side to Merrill. Merrill, Simmers there for the dig, and into the net is number 9, Hope Williamson. And the point goes over to the Monsters, 7-4. Olivia Lunt back into the Eastern lineup, replacing Kamard. Now Merrill back to serve. Merrill to McAfee, near side. And to the back corner, nobody home is number 5, Riley Simonich.
Also in for South Mountain, number 18.
Back into the lineup for South is Wassel and Altagracia. Altagracia to serve. To Merrill. Set far side to O'Donnell. Dug by South. Wassel near side. Moore there. Set near side to Lunt. Wassel there for the dig. Back to Smith. Blocked by Orton. Blocked by Lunt. Back over. McAfee. Far side to Wassel, and she's able to finish it with the kill for South Mountain. 7-6 Eastern on top. A bit of battle in this one. Eastern ran away with the first set, winning it 25-11. They got set to 25-17, but then 25-22, 25-22 in favor of South in the next two. Gracia able to get the service ace between the two in the back row for the Monsters. That's Merrill and Moore. Makes it 7-all, and a timeout called by Eastern here in the fifth set. Monsters, Cougars, all tied at 7. Back after this. Welcome back inside to Gateau. Monsters and Cougars all tied at 7. Every time Eastern thinks they're going to go on a run, South Mountain has answered quickly. And now it's a 7-7 ball game. Altagracia to serve for South Mountain. That is long, and a point back to the Monsters. Teams will switch sides here in the middle of the fifth set. Eastern leads it 8-7 over South Mountain. This is the quick change, if you will. No time off the clock, just switch sides in an 8-7 game in favor of Eastern, or set in favor of Eastern. Emma Orton, the sophomore, to serve. Deep into the back row, McAfee over to Wassel near side. Akbalut with a touch, and Orton able to get it back up and over to keep the rally alive. Williamson in the near side, blocked by Siaki. Back to Rosales. Akbalut, far side set to Lunt. Lunt to Williamson. Now back near side to Wassel. Wassel punches it over. Orton able to keep it alive. Now to Lunt, and she knocks it off the side of the block on the far side and out to give the Monsters a 9-7 lead. That was a big swing by Lunt on the far side. Orton to serve. Back row to McAfee. Williamson near side to Wassel. Blocked at the net by O'Donnell and back over. Williamson far side to Rosales. Siaki keeps it alive and over. Wassel tries to kill it. Eastern there, Akbalut. Now Orton gets it over to McAfee. Williamson near side to Wassel and in on the cross court. Sharp angle as Orton tried for the dive to get it there. Moore back in for Eastern. 9-8 Eastern on top. This has been a very good match here tonight. McAfee to serve. Floater to Moore, to Akbulut. Akbulut far side to Lunt, and not able to get it away yet. Can McAfee get it over? She can. Akbulut to Siaki. Back corner is too far. And we're tied at 9 here in the 5th and final set. McAfee to serve for the Cougars. Tied at 9. O'Donnell. Akbulut, far side to Lunt. Fires and in on the back line. And Olivia Lunt gets another kill, and the Monsters regain the lead 10-9. Anway back in. And Chakurova back in as well for the Monsters. Anway to serve. Back to Rosales. Williamson near side to Wassel. Blocked! At the net by Siaki and Chirikova. Eastern up 2-11-9, and a timeout called by South Mountain. Monsters lead by 2 here in the 5th set. Back after this. Welcome back here to Eastern Arizona College. Lee Patterson with you. Monsters lead at 11-9 over South Mountain in the 5th set. Anway to serve. But first, got a shoe situation. Now Anway's ready after she gets her shoe tied. Floats it far side to McAfee. Williamson. The set to Wassel, that is long, and the Monsters lead 12-9 here in the 5th set. Anway back to serve. To McAfee, Rosales, now back to McAfee. Siaki hits the deck, near side, kill, dug by Williamson. Back near side to Wassel. Gets it over, dug by Eastern to Lunt. Lunt able to get it down for the kill on the far side. She was able to get enough on that one to put it down for the kill for the Monsters. Anway to serve up 13-9 in the 5th. To McAfee, to Rosales, and over to Merrill. Anway to Lunt, to Williamson on the dig. McAfee over, and Rosales will take it out far side, and the Monsters have match point. Up 14-9 here in the 5th set. And South Mountain will take their final timeout of the match. 14-9, Monsters lead here in the 5th. We'll be back for the finish after this. 14-9 Monsters lead here in the 5th set over South Mountain Community College. It has been a great one here on a Tuesday night in the Gila Valley. We appreciate all of you watching from all over the world here tonight. Anway set to serve for the match. And here we go, Anway. Far side, up by Altagracia, and down, blocked though by LeBlanc. And South Mountain survives another point. McCauley back in. McCauley will serve, Eastern up 14-10. Or down 14-10. To Moore, Anway, near side to Lunt. And that's gonna do it here from Eastern Arizona College. It takes the Monsters 5 sets, but they win it 15-10 in the 5th on an Olivia Lunt kill to send everyone home. Eastern wins 3-2, 25-11, 25-17, 22-25, 22-25, and 15-10 here at Eastern Arizona College. That'll do it for us here on the Eastern Arizona College live stream. I'm Lee Patterson. Thanks for watching. Good night.